This is a great moment that we all feel that we must celebrate. In Africa and I guess the less developed countries, we have never thought extensively, historically, the importance and the value of spatial planning. I think it is in the last few decades that we seem to realize the importance of generally land planning, urban planning, environmental use, all these things combined somehow one way or the other seems to be anchored by spatial planning. And I think it's never too late for our continent, for our country, for our region, for our county to adapt and recognize the importance of spatial planning for the many reasons that many other developed countries have used and adapted it over many centuries. I know that this spatial planning is really going to help us with many things in terms of the efficiency, land use, planning of our infrastructure, social equity, environmental sustainability, disaster and risk management, and many, many other things that really will turn around how well we are organized as a society. I think this is probably one of the biggest achievements that we would have made once we come through with the approval that Mr. Ambai has just said. I know that we have a very, very able team in the Ministry of Land led by Waziri Salah Maalim. I know his capacity, and there's a reason why our administration has selected him and has put him in that docket. And in the few months that we have been there, he has mentioned the number of achievements that he has made, and that itself is a proof that we have a very capable person in that department. And I think for everyone there is a legacy. After we are long gone, I believe this will be one of his legacies, as much as it's going to be a legacy of the county government led by His Excellency, the Governor, and myself. To that, we also appreciate their efforts and the hard work and the energy and commitment that they are putting through into this specific issue. I think I can only assure you the various departments of the county government, I believe. The health is here, education is here, social service, all the ministries, agriculture. And the reason why you are here is we are not discussing just geography, but we are discussing issues that are very pertinent and important to every department in this county. And that's why we have representation from every ministry here today, in the same way that we have representation and leadership from the national government in the various related institutions. So I would not want to really dwell so much in saying so many things that you guys have discussed the last few days. But I want to say that as a government, the Mandera County government, again led by His Excellency and myself, we want to assure you, those of you who are here, who have participated a very grueling process in terms of training here in the last 3 days, that your efforts will not be in vain. I want to, with the assurance that we have a very capable CEC, that if there are 15 that are approved, I want to make sure that with our efforts, we'll be among maybe, probably, if not number 16, among the top 20, inshallah. That's really our goal. Because as a government, we really understand the importance of spatial planning. I don't even understand why, among the many great things our government has done over the last 10 years, why that has not been part of almost the flagship project, I would have said, that we would have done. So that has been taken. We have many partners, I believe, who would be supporting. And in many ways, it also attracts a lot of investors and resources and partnerships when you have an organized government and a region that has a proper and approved spatial planning. I know what it comes with, and that's part of the reason, or probably one of the big reasons why we must support with having no any other option. With those very few remarks, I think I have said my commitment and the commitment of this administration. Mr. Mbai, I will assure you that next time you come around, you'll come around to celebrate, the approval of our spatial planning. That one I assure you, along with Mr. Arthur and all FAO and the other partners. So with those many remarks, I take this very important pleasure today to be the one to close this spatial planning conference that has ended today with a lot of success. So I close it, and nasema karibuni Mandera, asanteni sana, feel at home, and you have people that, as many of you have already said, that you call each other by first names. So that's very important for us. Karibuni sana, asante.